I'm going to read something from Ramana Maharshi. Ramana Maharshi was an Indian spiritual teacher in the 20th century. Well, he died in 1950 at the age of 70. And his main thing was self-inquiry. Who am I? And he just put his finger on the importance of that question, really, I suppose. Find out who you really are. And that is a revelation, and it's not what we were told we were. Anyway, the quotation that I'm going to read from him is about the nature of the mind. It is the nature of the mind to wander. You are not the mind. The mind springs up and sinks down. It is impermanent, transitory, whereas you are eternal. To inhere in the self is the thing. Never mind the mind. In the realized person, the mind may be active or inactive. The self alone remains. So, commenting on these words from my own experience in the light of seeing who I really am, noticing I'm looking out of this vast openness where my hands disappear, I think of attention as two-way. And the view in is into no head, into space, into no mind. And the view out into the world, full of all my thoughts and feelings. Now, normally we think that our thoughts are at our center, inside a box here, inside our head, our brain, separate from the world out there. And so, because we are our thoughts and feelings, we're going up and down all the time. And how can we find peace? But I find that when I notice that here I am empty, headless, space for the world, that there's no box here to contain my thoughts and feelings, my mind. So where is my mind? I find my mind is there. Here, looking in, I find no mind. Looking out, I find the world, including all my thoughts and feelings. I will never calm my mind down forever. Finally, it's always going up and down, like Ramana says. And sometimes it's active and sometimes it's busy. But the wonderful thing I find is that I can see my true nature, the timeless self here. Whenever I choose, I'm looking out of it, I am it. And my true self doesn't go up and down. And so for me, the art of life, I suppose, looked at one way, is to keep coming back to this place that doesn't go up and down, even whilst there's a storm going on. At the eye of the storm in the center, it's still, I'm still. And as I go on, returning and returning to this place I've never left, that I'm looking out of, which is still, which does not go up and down, which does not come and go. So the benefits of this resource, the peace of the self, seeps into my being. So I invite you to be aware of the self that does not come up, does not go up and down, even whilst our minds are playing about.